Q97.1, Danny Salas, King of the Afternoon Drive. We've been hyping this up for I don't know how long. It seems years, literally. WWE WrestleMania hitting our coast again, and we have a very special guest live on Zoom, a bona fide certified WWE Hall of Famer, legendary manager, and still one of the greatest heads of hair in the game, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. What's happening?
Man, thank you so much for having us on. You know, once again, I brought the hair this time with me.
Thank you, dude.
The Jimmy Hart Blue Light Special jacket. So we're ready for another WrestleMania, man.
Man, so let's just jump right into it. April 1st and 2nd, 2023, SoFi Stadium, which is one of the most amazing stadiums, not just on the West Coast, but in the country. This is big. We got teased with this with another West Coast WrestleMania a couple years ago. Obviously, everything went upside down backwards. So now we're finally getting it back on our coast.
Well, can you imagine 2 big days? You know, I was on the first WrestleMania. I'm telling my age now. First WrestleMania at Madison Square Garden. But look how big it is now. 2 big days at a stadium. Like you said, the SoFi Stadium. It's going to be bigger and better than ever.
And we should mention this Friday, the 12th, tickets officially go on sale through Ticketmaster. So I know everybody in Central California is going to be hitting Ticketmaster because I want everybody in my market, everybody in my neighborhood, in my community to be well represented at WrestleMania at SoFi this year. So I know we're going to be hyping it up for at least the next few months. This is going to be huge. It's been a long time since we had a Mania on our coast. Actually, the last time I think was in 2015 probably, and that was when Levi's Stadium was still pretty new too. But yeah, 2015 was the last time we had a WrestleMania on our coast, so we're pretty excited about it.
And that was a great turnout then. Of course, every year we have great turnout. 10 a.m. You forgot to mention 10 a.m. Friday, this Friday. Okay, so Ticketmaster. So everybody's got to get ready, buddy. It's going to be, like I said, it's just going to be great. You know, last year we're at AT&T Stadium up in Dallas, Texas, Arlington, and everything, and over 156,000 fans showed up for 2 big days, which was tremendous. So we have so much fun. And like I said, there's so much stuff going on, though. You know, on April the 1st, April the 2nd, Saturday and Sunday, the whole week is WrestleMania week. You know, this year we're naming it WrestleMania Goes Hollywood, of course.
Right.
But on Monday night, you get the Raw on Monday night. And of course, Friday night, SmackDown. And of course, the WWE Hall of Fame. And of course, those are going to be at the Crypto.com Arena, of course. Right. And so that's just going to be great. And then the fans, we have everything for the fans all week long, which will be at the Los Angeles Convention Center, of course. Mm-hmm. And that's when you get to go and maybe meet some of your favorite superstars. Buy a ton of merchandise, which I always go there early to buy my WrestleMania T-shirts.
Right. And honestly, as a fan, that access, like I call it fan access, where you get to meet your WWE superstars. And like you said, the merch alone is worth the trip. Because yeah, you can see stuff online, but actually being in a building with so much merchandise in one spot with your favorite WWE superstars is super cool. So that's why, and again, you mentioned this a few times in recent years, 2-day event now. Never used to be 2 days for WrestleMania, but now they split it into 2 days because again, like you said, it's not just the 2 days, man. There's so much to do from early that week till after the weekend. That entire week is WrestleMania week.
And you know, you're right too. And you know, 53 different countries, you know, people show up for that. Over 50 states. You know, people come from all over. People even get married at WrestleMania. Can you believe that?
I've heard. All right. Well, I know we're talking about the WrestleMania on sale, SoFi Stadium, West Coast 2023. This Friday, Ticketmaster 10 a.m. tickets go on sale. But I am on with a legend named Jimmy Hart. And you mentioned it yourself, kind of alluded to it. We're going into next year. It's going to be the 39th WrestleMania. Right. You were there at WrestleMania 1 in a very important capacity. Just you are living, breathing history as far as WWE WrestleMania goes. Did you ever, in your wildest dreams from WrestleMania 1, think it would progress and evolve to where it is right now in the year 2022, in 2023?
Oh, absolutely not. You know, I was in Memphis, Tennessee, of course, with Jerry the King of Water, the late great Andy Kopp, I was down there, you know, small territories. And when I had the phone call, buddy, I said, "Feed, don't fail me now, baby." And of course, a lot of people said, "Jimmy, what if you go up there and last a week or 2 weeks?" I said, "That'd be the biggest 3 weeks I've ever had in my life." And
absolutely.
All of a sudden, Madison Square Garden, we go out there and there's Muhammad Ali and there's Liberace and Billy Martin and Cyndi Lauper and Oh my gosh, I was just so thrilled to be there. And of course, I had two big matches on that, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Yep.
And then I came back and changed my jackets and went out with King Kong Bundy. But here we are 39 years later, still going stronger, bigger, and better than ever.
It's amazing. And honestly, your career, I've talked to a lot of, being in radio, I talked to a lot of artists who've been around for a while. And I usually ask, hey man, you have so many songs, so many lyrics, how do you even remember? I could pose the same question to you. You have seen everything and managed so many people. Can you even off the top of your head even remember the list of superstars that you've managed, that you've been a mouthpiece for at this time?
Well, I'm going to try to do a pretty good job of this. Okay, this is not counting the Memphis territory with everybody there, but of course, King Kong Bundy, Greg the Hammer Valentine, the Honky Tonk Man, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the immortal Hulk Hogan, the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart, Jim Neidhart, Earthquake and Typhoon, Dino Bravo, Adrian Adonis, the Rougeau brothers, the Nasty Boys, and the list just goes on and on. But I've had so many Intercontinental champions, so many tag team champions back in the day. So, like I said, I've been blessed. And music-wise, you know, a friend of mine, Adam, for our company, just showed me something the other day on Spotify. I didn't realize that the song me and my partner wrote, Sexy Boy by Shawn Michaels, has over 10,200,000 hits on Spotify.
Man. Now, is that the Sensational Sherry version or the Shawn Michaels version?
I think it's both of them together. Good. Hey, you're very good, man. Well, Sherry started off doing it. She took a little vacation. When she did, Shawn went in and put his voice on it. Yeah. And on the backup, we didn't have our chick singers in like I had for Sherry. So guess who's singing backup going, Sexy Boy? That's me. I had to do my voice 3 times. Oh, I couldn't believe that.
That's awesome.
But we pulled it off. But Shawn was so great and so gracious. And like I said, you know, we did stuff for the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Ted DiBiase and Irwin Shyster and Jimmy Snuka, and of course Hulk's American Made and the Whoop-Pack by Nash and Hall. But I'm not going to name drop anymore. But I've just been blessed to be with this company so many years.
And you know what? And it's for fans like me to see someone like Jimmy Hart to be the ambassador, to still be for so long the mouthpiece of WWE is incredible. And I've had the opportunity to interview once or twice. We did a WrestleMania Radio Row and SummerSlam Radio Row. And I've told you this before, and I will tell you this right now that I got you on Zoom in the year 2022. Coming up, of course, being a radio guy, I love the guys, the superstars who could talk. Roddy Piper and Jesse Ventura, and obviously Stone Cold and The Rock. But the guys who are outside of the ring who had the gift to gab, like Bobby Heenan, like even Howard Finkel, and of course like Jimmy Hart. Those are the guys that I'm like, yeah, you know what, I could do that. Those guys got something, they've got it. So again, to be able to talk to you and get excited for another WrestleMania on the West Coast is amazing, Jimmy Hart. I appreciate it.
And you forgot my favorite, Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman, of course. That's the man. Great job. The GOAT, right? The GOAT.
Oh,
there's nobody compete with Paul Heyman on the stick. Nobody.
And you know what? Like we talked about before, you know, Ticketmaster tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. So it's just going to be a great week. I can't wait for April the 1st and 2nd to get here. WrestleMania, you know, goes Hollywood.
That's right. And you know what? Since we are going Hollywood again, tickets on sale this Friday. Ticketmaster 10 a.m. And we've seen some mainstream stars, most recently in the WWE ring. And I've heard you in interviews talk about most recently Logan Paul. Here's a prediction: since we are going WrestleMania Hollywood, if for some reason one of these days Logan Paul met Bad Bunny in the ring,
ooh, good.
What's Jimmy Hart's prediction on a match like that?
Well, you know what? I really hate to predict anything because whatever I predict, I always come up wrong. But you know, that would be unbelievable, really, because coming from music, Bad Bunny's got some great hits, you know, and he's tremendous. And he was great in the ring too. Mm-hmm. And then of course Logan Paul. I mean, look what he's done. I mean, the match he had at SummerSlam. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even believe how good this guy really is. And so I think that would be a great match. I'd pay the money to see that myself.
Right. All right, well, I know you got limited time, Mr. Hart. I just, again, want to say thank you. And I know, especially here in Fresno in Central California, like I said, we're going to be well represented at SoFi Stadium, April 1st and 2nd. WrestleMania finally coming back to the West Coast, which we absolutely love. Ticketmaster this Friday, 10 a.m. I got to ask, is the megaphone anywhere close by you right now?
You know what I do? Hang on, I'm gonna jump out of this. I'm gonna get my assistant to help me right over here. You know
right.
what? I always bring
I had to see the megaphone.
Always have the megaphone. Hey, listen, we love you so much for putting us on today. And like I said, tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. Ticketmaster.
WWE Hall of Famer, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Thank you so much.